Because you can't do it at work.
I've had same design for all of my classes. Last period, I just started the math.
Same. I did the math all day.
Last night I did the English. Tomorrow morning I did the anatomy.
All right, so the first thing we're going to do is draw a triangle. It says it's a right triangle, so it doesn't really matter how you draw it. Just draw a right triangle. Pretend that's a good right triangle. Not very good drawer. All right, so it says the longer leg is 20 meters longer than twice the length of the shorter leg. And the hypotenuse is 10 meters longer than the length of the longer leg.
Oh.
All right, so which one do I need to assign? So we're only going to assign one variable. Which leg gets to be my variable?
The bottom side, right?
Should be the short one. So, yeah, the bottom. So let x equal the short leg. And the main reason for that is because they've given me the long leg in reference to the short leg and the hypotenuse in reference to the long leg. So if I'm not going to know any of them unless I know the short leg. So I'm going to call the short leg x, which means the long leg is 20 meters longer than twice the short leg.
So it'd be 2x plus 20.
Yep. And then the hypotenuse is 10 meters longer than the length of the longer leg.
So it'd be 2x plus 20 plus 30.
2x plus 30. Or 2x plus 20 plus 10, but yes, 2x plus 30.
So what do we do now?
No.
Do we add the two legs together and equal it to the hypotenuse?
Well, almost. There's really a reason why they told us it was a right triangle. Because there's a couple of... Pythagorean theorem.
Oh.
It's the only thing we know that will relate all three of these that we can set equal. So Pythagorean theorem, remember, is a squared plus b squared
Equals c squared?
equals c squared.
Oh, I was right.
So leg squared, so I'm going to take my short leg, x squared, plus my long leg, 2x plus 20 squared equals my hypotenuse, 2x plus 30 squared.
Wait, so what's A, B, and A and B is the short legs and then
A
C
and B is the legs and C is the hypotenuse.
Right, okay, yeah.
Now remember, I have to write this down and distribute it out. You can't just square the 2x and square the 20. We have to write it out. I'm going to come over here to the side and do that so that I'm not taking all my space. So 2x plus 20 times 2x plus 20.
Why is that like that? I don't really understand
4x
how it
squared
works.
plus 4.
Because remember, squaring is multiplying something by itself. And even though that 2x plus 20 is two separate terms, technically, it all represents one leg. So I have to square the leg times itself. So I have to square all of it. So all right, so I got 4x squared plus 80x plus 400. I have to do the same thing with the 2x plus 30 piece. They are big. I don't think it'll be.
They're all even.
Yeah, and I don't think it's going to be so bad in the end. You'll see why. All right, so now I'm going to go put these things over here where they belong. All this pink stuff belongs right here, and all that green stuff belongs right there. So I'm going to plug that in, and then simplify. And I think that we'll see it's not so bad. All right, so the goal here is to find out what x is. And if I'm going to do that, I've got x squareds and x's in the same problem, which means you're going to have to move everything to one side. And either factor use the quadratic formula. So I'm going to move everything from the right side to the left, just because I like to look at things on the left. It's the way I'm used to things. So what happens to the 4x squareds?
Subtract it.
Yeah, if I subtract 4x squared from the right, then I also subtract it from the left, which means,
You're just left with x squared.
yeah, you're just left with the 1x squared over here, because those are going to cancel. And I'm going to subtract 120x from the 80x, and 900, 400. So I'm left with x squared minus 40x minus 500 equals 0. And that factors very easily.
Yeah, totally.
X minus 50 and x plus 10. Negative 50 times positive 10 equals negative 500.
Yeah.
Add them together, they get negative 40. So x equals positive 50 and x equals negative 10. Well, as far as the quadratic goes, that is true. But as far as this word problem goes,
Oh.
can I have a length of negative
It would
10?
be 50.
It's just the 50. And then the problem also told me to find the lengths of all of the sides.
You gotta plug it in.
So you got to plug it in. So I got the 50 is the small side, and then 2 times 50.
So the side that you have 2x, that's 50.
Yeah, the regular x is 50. The long leg is 120, and the hypotenuse is 130.
You can do it for me on this one.